All right, back with another video, man, on Just Think TV. Today's topic gonna be Black American males skipping out on HBCUs. They're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get my input on this topic again. Um, like I said, I have went to HBCU. I will be graduating from HBCU, and I just want to look at these topics just to see, what's going on in today's world, what's going on with HBCUs and the people that are HBCU alumni and people that's enrolled in HBCUs or people thinking about going to HBCU. I think it's good that you do your research and understand what's going on in general about HBCUs, just college overall. So, about to get into it.
Of the students at historically black colleges and universities, down from 38% in 1976.
Too much propaganda, spiritual pollution, too many problems, not enough solutions, so many billionaires that make no contributions, gotta create fund and maintain our institution.
All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. This is another episode of All Things Education Official. I am your host and educator, Dr. Abdullah, giving you educational news from a foundational Black American male educator's perspective. If you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Run me up to 1,000. It may be a little bit to you, but it's a lot to me. If you like what I'm saying, you want to follow me further, please go to my social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Rumble, and X. Today, we're going to be discussing the decrease of Black American male enrollment in HBCUs in particular, and in colleges and universities in general.
Richard Reeves co-authored the report. Reeves says inadequate K-12 preparation, lack of black male teachers, and financial barriers are all factors for why black male students turn away from higher education.
Research has shown that having one black male teacher in grades K-6 increases graduation rates for black males by 32%. Now, this isn't something that I just heard arbitrarily. I actually researched this for my dissertation, so I know this to be true. What I found to be extra crazy is that these numbers actually go up for any gender, any race, by having a black male teacher by 18%. So little Susie, little white girl, if she has a black male teacher from grades, one male teacher from grades K-6, that will increase her graduation rate by 18%. And we need to be honest. Black people and black males in particular have been taught that the way they look, the way they dress and talk are the core of who they are. So they need to be able to identify with the person who's in front of them. It is important that the representatives of these colleges look like, act like, sound like, and act like the demographic that they're attempting to attract. So if you are attempting to attract black men to the field, if you want them to come in and say, this is something I find value in, you got to send people out that understand them, not just are in college. That we need to, it's being lazy. That's lazy work. It's also important that these same men come back to those communities after they've accomplished educational goals and professional goals and speak back to those children to say, this is what happens when you obtain this college degree. I think a lot of times we just get in and get out. Oh, we've exposed them to people in college, but we've got to see tangible proof that college actually works.
Male voices on Boise State's campus.
That's the thing. Like, that's not the point. College is to get your degree and get your degree. And that job are two different things. Most of the students that's coming to HBCUs or college in general, they're gonna have some type of loans to pay back. They need a job. I think people need to be more realistic about that and how times are changing. We look at HBCUs as a or we used to look at them, and they still as a helpful source in a community. Um, 'Cause most HBCUs they're in the South. I live in Texas. Um, Prairie View, TSU, that's all. The main big ones in the state of Texas. That's around Houston area. You still got Wiley College in East Texas and stuff like that. But most of the when they say HBCUs in general, they're talking about more of the southern states. You know, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, especially Georgia. And then you got South Carolina, North Carolina, and then you got DC where Howard is, and then you got Florida. Those are the main states. Texas is like last that they kind of picture as like HBCU like to go to. Everybody know the main HBCU, the biggest, most popular is Howard, and then I believe you probably got some in Georgia. Then you just kind of pick and choose after that. But I'm only can speak for what I've experienced at HBCU. So mm, most people, most students, like most people I went to school with at HBCU in college, a lot of them went to black high schools, so they seen black teachers. So that's why they chose HBCU to still, be culturally what they used to, especially if they're from Mississippi. Um, I had some people, you know, that I went to school with, college with, and they was from Mississippi, and they said they mostly went to all black high school, so they went to, they wanted to go to all black, college too, so they went to HBCU. So I don't think that's the deal. Now, the only time you probably run into that is when somebody is going to a predominantly white high school or a private school, it's mostly white, and then they want to go to HBCU. But college is different because college now involves with your athletic. A lot of black men in college they athletes. And then it goes to you got D1 schools out here that's gonna look good on the resume. You got other schools that's non HBCUs and PWIs and other schools like Rice and all these other Ivy League schools. You have so many options. So to get black kids to come back to HBCUs, you gotta be more than just what you offer them. As you can see, Dion he went with the athletes. He went the athlete route to get exposure. We need to have more like academic routes. More. We all know the band is what the band gonna be the band, but we need more than just sports in the band. You know what I mean? We need more than just that. Like we need more than just these crazy celebrities going to Howard and not doing nothing. They graduated from HBCU and you don't never really hear nothing about them. You have to look them up, see what school they went to. I'm just being real. A lot of HBCUs, they unorganized. Um, and Dion talks about that. We gotta talk about the core stuff. A lot of this stuff that they talking about is not. It ain't really helping. I don't really feel it. I'm a young black man. I'm telling you, like the community is there, but they kind of pick and choose. And I'm getting to the point where like I understand that this what this world is. They pick and choose what they want to do, man. Like so that's why. And another thing, as years keep going by, and as I keep getting older, men in general is getting disrespected. And a black man, he gonna get disrespected regardless, just because he black, off real. Like people think they can just talk to you any kind of way, do any, just disrespect you, and they going to these HBCUs. I'm not getting, what I'm saying, respected, bro. Like you have to do more. You have to do more, man. As far as trying to get to the black kids to go to HBCUs. And I'll tell you one thing to get them to HBCUs, teach them the truth, have tangible skill sets, and guaranteed jobs coming out, and help them on their financial aid. And that's the main thing. And student loans, cut it down. Cut it down. Have some types of perks or something. These kids, they passing these classes, they doing all this stuff. You gotta have more opportunities and cut down on these crazy curriculums, these crazy classes that you gotta have. That's they ain't doing nothing. Y'all waste a lot of time. When that man 18, he gotta learn how to make some money. Being real. We ain't got time to be shaking our shoulders, barking like dogs, trying to be a cute dog, an alpha, all this extra stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. Where the money at? I'm telling you right now, this generation that's under me and these young people that's in high school right now, they ain't worried about these HBCUs. They're worried about this money. Because in social media, that's all they pushing. Is get to the bag, get to the money. Trade schools, fast money, social media. Y'all system is gonna be non-existent. It ain't gonna be nothing but full of women. Might as well just start going to spell, take the spell tape. Just have all these HBCU girl colleges because the men is not. I'm telling you, the men is not dealing with this stuff. Young boys ain't dealing with this stuff no more, bro. I'm just being real. So that's my little rant.
He helped to establish the Black Male Educators and Leaders Alliance to help prepare black men on campus seeking a career in education.
Inspiring black men in education and telling them that this education is cool.
According to Terrence Britt, director of undergraduate admission,
we have a regional recruitment strategy. So we go into all the high schools within DCPS, DC Public Charter, Prince George's County, Montgomery County, some private schools that align with our demographic, Northern Virginia.
Promoting college, sadly, for Black American men in particular, is relies on good marketing. Right now, we're not getting good marketing. Though the two young men, and I have to step lightly on this, but I have to be honest. I'm going to say something, and as I prepared for this, I said, I need to tell the truth about this because as I watched the video, and this is coming from a 52-year-old man to college students, and I've seen the differences in response from black children to certain students as opposed to others. These two young men, even though they may be smart and very intelligent, they do not represent what the average heterosexual black male, black American male would deem to be something they'd aspire to be. We need to be put in front of our children and say, hey, go to college, aren't the ones that are either a little odd socially or they're, and even though they all know this and it's not a big deal, but the problem associate colleges with certain types of people. And when you don't see yourself in that environment, you have no real desire to attend. We must also ask ourselves, important too, what college is selling. They're going to get, particularly the young men. They're not saying, hey, get this degree, this will help net you some greater income. They're saying, go to college so you can get a good job. We need to be more defined. We need to be a little bit more intentional when we have discussions about majors and employment and compare college to trade schools, obtainment, and
But that's not the case. Education is not a skill set. A trade school, university, college, technical college, those are tangible, hands-on skill sets under 4 years you probably can get, and boom. You certified, you got a skill set that you can monetize and go out and you basically kind of like an independent contractor and go out and you can, work and it's guaranteed pretty much, quick, good money. A degree from university, bachelor's degree, that's not a skill set. You just got knowledge. Like it's not a skill set. That's not a skill set. It's not like that. You trying to compare it to that, but it's just not what it is. And another thing, man, it all depends on what you're going for, man. Because if you're trying to be a lawyer, a doctor, engineer, you go to school for 4 years, it's a bachelor's degree, okay, but you're not qualified to do that job yet. You got to go to graduate school or try to get a master's degree. Now you're competing with people who got more knowledge than you. Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, go get the master's degree. That's another 4 years. Like, and now not considering people got that's probably gonna be in a little debt if you don't get no scholarships or nothing like that. So that's not the case. Like it's two completely different things. Like it's two completely different things, man. Like I think I'm for people to go to HBCU. You want to go to HBCU? You want to be a lawyer, something like that? You know, do it. IT, whatever. Go. But I think that we should take our time um, with people going to HBCUs just to get a bachelor's. I'd rather you go get your bachelor's from somewhere else and come back to the HBCU and get your master's degree. Like, be a graduate student. Focus on graduate students, people that's already got their bachelor's degree. I'm talking about for the future because this young generation is not gonna be it's not gonna be rock with that. It's, it's just not it, bro. Like it's not you can't compare it. You cannot compare it to CDL trade. It's not gonna have that same hype to it. It's just not. Like I said, this is Just Think TV, man. On my channel, it's not the regular, smegular reactions. Like I don't really sugarcoat nothing. I'm being real with you 100% because I gotta be. Like we woke around here. So and that alpha phi alpha, like that Greek, y'all go look that up and do your research on that. Okay? Just know that I'm with the most high. That's all I gotta say about that. Um so just you can't compare it like that, man.
Avenues that would help to net a positive understanding of what life is about and help these young men create and sustain themselves, build families, and create a better community. You got to be able to show them tangible proof that what you're talking about makes sense.
Tomorrow morning in Brentwood, New York, Yordi Velasquez will graduate high school. But like a growing number of young men, college isn't in his immediate plan.
I started looking into college a little too late, and I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I would get the money from, and I just think it'd be better if I started working immediately.
Velasquez says he plans to become a certified HVAC technician. He hasn't ruled out going to college one day, but says it simply doesn't make sense right now.
Black in particular, options for their future. 10 years, educators getting into law. If you're not going into, medicine, and they are getting more degrees. They are, but I'm going to be honest with you. The majority of the women that I know that went to college, very lucrative fields. So there's net. Men are saying the bang for my buck, and that's what they need doing. It's about this whole.
Shout out to this content creator. But yeah, just expound on said, I 100% agree on what he's saying on that segment right there. Like, it sounds like a scam. Like, I need to make some money. And Yeah, like that's what it boils down to, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like, society wants to shame you for not going to college or whatever. Like, you can't let society shame you for not going to college, man. If somebody's shaming you for not going to college, just ignore them because they don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to set you up for failure. Um, just understand that what do you need to do to make some money? You don't have to have the answers right away out of high school. They try to pressure kids to have answers right out of high school. Like, you don't know nothing. Like, give it some time. Take a couple years off from school. As you're taking those couple years off from school, think about what you want to do. Have a 9 to 5, have some type of job, have some kind of income coming in, and figure out what you want to do. And then if college is for you, go try it out. Um, go for a year, see how you feel, see if you're passing the grades, see the environment, live on campus, get the whole full experience, and then ask yourself again: is this what you want to do? Do you want to commit to this? And if it's yes, then go. If it's no, get out of it. Um, and figure out if you want to go to a technical school or work, get certified in something. Just get some type of skill set and make some money and go from there. It's just that simple. Keep your life simple.